It's time now for the PHL afternoon news on this Sunday afternoon, August 9th, 2015. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins. Your top news headlines are at 12:30 p.m. on this Sunday afternoon here. Top story at 12:30 here is Donald Trump says that he values women and that only a deviant would believe that he was referred to the administration when he said that Fox News host Megyn Kelly had blood coming out wherever when she questioned him during Thursday's debate. President Obama doubled down on remarks he made last week saying that the GOP was making a common cause with Iranian hardliners, and his words were absolutely true factually. In Ferguson, Missouri, marches, prayers, and a moment of silence were planned on Sunday in the Ferguson, Missouri to mark the year since an unarmed black teenager was fatally shot by a white police officer who sparked a large protest and a national debate on race. Man charged after 8 slain in Houston, Texas. A woman is recovering after being attacked by an alligator that bit off her arm while she swam in a river in Central Florida. The identified victim was swimming in Waikiki River on Saturday with a group. A Chicago-bound United Express flight was diverted to Indianapolis after a 10,000-foot vertical drop. United Express flight 5919 was headed from Charlotte, North Carolina, Illinois. When it suddenly plummeted, it was diverted to Indianapolis. "70 years ago today, America dropped a plutonium bomb on the Japanese city of Nagasaki just 3 days earlier. The U.S. dropped the uranium bomb on Hiroshima. Baghdad faced widespread protests against government corruption and poor service, as well as calls for changes by Shiite clerics. Prime Minister Haider al-Abadi on Sunday proposed a series of drastic reforms that could be turning point. Island nation celebrates independence as Singapore turns 50 with fireworks in the 3-hour parade highlighted event. Meanwhile, ruling party likely to capitalize by calling an election here. Moscow, a Russian citizen is being held inside a hotel captured by suspected Islamist militants in central Mali. The Russian embassy in the capital of Bamako said on Friday. Dallas, Texas, Christian Taylor was shot and killed in Orange, Texas by a rookie cop 2 days before the anniversary of the shooting of Michael Brown in Ferguson, Missouri. An unarmed black 18-year-old was galvanized. The Black Lives Matter. San Francisco thieves are targeting Northern California news crews. At least a dozen television crews and newspaper photographers have been robbed since 2012. 2 people have been died and 3 others, including 2 police officers, have been injured in a shooting in North Carolina. In St. Paul, Minnesota, Minnesota is under federal court pressure to rework its program that locks up sex offenders even if they serve out of prison terms. Beijing, China's consumer inflation ticked up slightly in July, but remained tame enough to give policymakers plenty of room to use more aggressive measures to boost the sluggish economy. Warren Buffett, Berkshire Hathaway is closing on its biggest acquisition and negotiates a deal with worth about 30 precision cast parts in aerospace equipment maker. People familiar with the matter said. U.S. economy adds 215,000 jobs. The researchers believe the 15-ton stone slab had been a part of the larger structure similar to Stonehenge. A bacteria that consumes nicotine may help scientists develop a powerful anti-smoking drug, says the study. The researchers found that the bacterial enzyme can be recreated by lab settings and possesses a number of promising characteristics for drugs. Beijing, China's foreign minister Wang Yi has started a visit to the 3 of the African nations which were hardest hit by an outbreak of the Ebola virus. And a look at the New England Insular. It's here at 12:34 p.m. Emergency crews have responded to Route 5 in Northampton right near the East End line for a motor vehicle crash there. PHL News Time, 12:34, time for a sports report here. The Boston Red Sox square off against the Detroit Tigers at Comerica Park with Edward Murray wins the man for with Henry Holmes the man with the Red Sox ball. Justin Verlander the man for the Tigers. 8 men earned the highest honor in their profession Saturday at the Pro Football Hall of Fame in China's 2015 class in Canton, Ohio. The first major upset in the English Premier League saw West Ham beat Arsenal for the first time in 8 years with a 2-0 victory at Emirates Stadium Sunday. Glover Texer was able to get the job done at UFC Fight Night 73 on Saturday when he put Ovent St. Cruz to sleep in the first round of the bout. Peter Cello News Time, 12:35. You're on this Sunday afternoon here, and it is time now for a travel report here. And 495 on the northbound side. It is backed up from Carver from Route 28 all the way after Route 44 in Middleburg, so expect some delays here. 130 in the eastbound side of Newport Bridge a little slow. Route 4 in the southbound side, so through the North Kingston stretch around Route 1 here. Out of the Cape Fear, Route 20 in the northbound side, slow before the Bourne Rotary here, doing an accident on Route 28 on the northbound side around the Bourne Rotary here. Route 6 on the westbound side, an accident before Route 25 in Buzzards Bay and the Bourne, so expect some delays here. Bourne Bridge on the southbound side, slow. Route 6 on the westbound side, so for Route 137 to Route 134 in Brewster and Dennis stretch, doing an accident on Route 6 on the westbound side around the Dennis stretch here, Route 6 on the eastbound side, so from Dennis all the way up to Brewster here, Route 6 on the westbound side, so from Barnstable all the way up to Sagamore Bridge in Sagamore here, Route 3 on the northbound side, so for the Plymouth stretch here, and then Route 3 hit the brakes again from Hanover all the way up to Hingham and Weymouth stretch on the Route 3 on the northbound side, Route 3 on the southbound side, so from Weymouth all the way up to Hingham here, Southeast Expressway southbound side, so for the Dorchester stretch, Southeast Expressway northbound side, so from Quincy to Dorchester, and then hit brakes again from Dorchester all the way up to the Zachem Bridge here in Boston here. 93 in the southbound side, so for the Boston stretch here. Mass parking in the eastbound side, also around Route 120 in Weston here. 290 in the eastbound side, also around Route 185 in Marlborough. Mass parking interchange with 185 in Westboro, also. Mass parking on the westbound side, so from Grafton all the way up to IE4 service. Mass parking in the eastbound side, so to the Charlton stretch in the eastbound side there. 290 on the westbound side, also around Route 146 in Worcester here. Up north, Route 495 and the southbound side got an accident in Westford, so it's backed up from Westford all the way after before Route 3 in Lowell here. Up in New Hampshire, 93 in the southbound side, so after Route 293 in Manchester, New Hampshire, doing an accident in 93 northbound side after 293 in Manchester, New Hampshire here. 93 in the southbound side, so from Route 4 in Canterbury all the way out to the before I-89 in Cork, New Hampshire here, and accident 93 southbound to I-89 north in Cork, New Hampshire, so expect some delays here. 95 on the main trip back on the southbound side, so from Wells all the way up to Kittery. 95 southbound, so from Portsmouth all the way with the Portsmouth stretch in New Hampshire, and got an accident on 95 southbound side after Route 33 in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, so expect some delays here. And we got an accident on main trip back on the southbound side in Kennebec, so expect some delays here. Main trip back in both ends also in the Gardner stretch before Route 295 here in Gardner, Maine here. And looking at MBTA alerts here at 12:37 here. Subway system is looking good. On the Cabrera Rail, looking good. And on the ferries, off smooth sailing. Peter Channel News Time. It's out 12:38, 10.5 weather report here. For this afternoon, mostly cloudy skies early, then becoming sunny skies about 74 degrees. North face with about 11 miles per gust, high is 21 miles an hour here. Tonight, mostly cloudy skies about 53 degrees, and north face with about 5 miles becoming calm in the evening here. Monday, cloudy skies about 82 degrees, calmly becoming south around 6 miles per hour in the afternoon. Monday night, a slight chance of rain after 3 a.m. Mostly cloudy skies about 59 degrees, and south with about 6 miles per hour becoming calm at midnight here. Chance of 20% Tuesday, rain, possibly a thunderstorm after 5 p.m. possible for 11 a.m. wise. Cloudy skies about 75 degrees, and precipitation is 8% with south wind about 3 to 8 miles an hour. Tonight, rain possibly a thunderstorm before midnight. Then a chance of rain and thunderstorm rain between midnight and 5 a.m. Precipitation low end 64 degrees, and precipitation is 8%. Wednesday, Park City to Podcast got about 81 about 59 degrees. Thursday, most city Coast got about 81 about 56 degrees, and for Friday, Saturday, most Coast got about 83 about 64 degrees, and for Saturday, chance of showers, most sides got about 85 degrees, precipitation 30%. Not temperature at 12:39 p.m. 69 degrees overcast skies, humidity of 76%, and that is going to be it, Father. Peter Channel Afternoon News on this August 9th, 2015 on a Sunday afternoon. Peter, you have a good afternoon. Goodbye today. I'll see you at 5 o'clock for a 5 o'clock report. Have a good afternoon.